actual story in the name of the that actually done what he done. I clarified it that though Mr. Carter has done things to me, he did not do that thing to me directly himself. That's not a backpedal. That's a clarification.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real. Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Real life street stars. Hold on. We got them back once again. It's the 2024 wrap up. We about to go all the way through there, Jack. We about to have a conversation. It's a lot. It's a lot to go through. But would you say how would you grade the year 2024? Like based on like things happening in the world. Like what would you put 2024 in the year of our Lord?
Not surprising for me.
Wow.
I just said all of this was going to happen.
You felt a lot of stuff. Were you surprised about anything though? Like
no. There are a few things that did surprise me though. Yeah. Alex Spiro. Hey!
Alex Spiro. He was always in there.
Bitch.
All right, well, so how we want to do it, Jack? We want to touch on things, not in chronological order, but just things that happened throughout the year.
Sure.
You kind of kicked it off right there, man. Let's go ahead and start with the jig in the room. Question, Alex Spiro.
Yeah.
Do you feel he was always laying in wait, like watching the whole playing field, reading his statements?
He's a fixer for billionaires. He's the male version of Olivia Pope.
His name sounds familiar.
If you watch the show Scandal, the only time Olivia Pope went on camera in front of the public was when the administration was in serious trouble. Fixers don't come out front. They stay in the back. Matter of fact, he's gotten less screen and airtime with this. Oh, it ain't the case, and we gonna bribe everybody to say it ain't. Than he did with getting Alec Baldwin off of a crime he didn't commit. You know?
So can I ask you, when it comes to the Rock Nation statement that put out that they said was Sean Carter's statement, they say that wasn't his statement, that was more of his lawyer's statement. Where do you lie with that truth? Like, was that Jay saying, hey, let me tell them what I want, and you just use ChatGPT to make it sound good or something?
I mean, it sounds about the same as his Grammy speech.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. But there were a few things that were said that I was very surprised about. Especially Yellow Beezy. I was very surprised that he even would acknowledge the fact that he knows Yellow Beezy. You know? Like, what's a guy like Mr. Carter doing knowing a guy like Yellow Beezy? I mean, they don't have anything in common age-wise.
I mean, if you was to guess.
You know how he feels about referring to friends as family. That's a no-no. So I'm just curious. How does he know Yellow Beezy?
I mean, he did have a #1 hit that was kind of moving.
Yeah, that came and went real fast, just like Cardi B. Guess he gonna live off of his single forever too. Interesting.
I love Vanilla Ice.
Man, I'll never forget when he first got that little Mozzie coupe and he would bring it up to the colonies all the time. Last time I saw Beezy, it was over there at Mario Andretti Raceway. Huh? He loved hanging up there with the white people, driving his little.
He got not too far from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Mo3 got not too far from where his alleged trap that Lamisha Fuller's been telling us all about here on YouTube.
Oh, man. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Want to know what I find even more interesting? He was questioned for the unalivement of Mo 3, and then all of a sudden, feds got involved, and then allegedly Desiree Perez does what she does. Interesting. Also interesting that something is socially jarring as the unalivement of Mo 3 that happened in broad daylight, which was clearly a red rum. Now, the men that were charged for it have release dates.
I'm puzzled by
how is this happening?
Last time I checked, red rum is life, and the penalty, the Texas style justice. So I'm just curious. And once again, Yellow Beezy's name is making its way into the fore around a very negative social time. I'm just trying to figure it out. Now all of a sudden, Lil Wayne's got allegations of stuff. Maybe the Jigga Man knew, and that's why he didn't give him the Super Bowl. I mean, Kendrick would be the cleanest MC right now. Everybody's tainted. They all Genified.
Now, Jack, let's do it like this. Because you just said you mentioned on what is considered a friend, quote unquote, and we seen what Jay people had mentioned as far as his lawyer saying that Diddy is not a friend. They are just acquaintances. He does not consider him a friend. He does not hang out. He doesn't know nothing about him. And then there's a video going viral right now where Diddy is saying he brings Jay-Z for the 20-year anniversary of Bad Boy, saying
Jay-Z's special.
Yeah, he says, like, when I'm in trouble, I call on him.
Yeah, and guess what? He did it this time, just like D. Haven said. And guess what? He ain't there.
Wow.
What's new? Boo-boo?
We had Dr. Umar in a couple days ago, in which
salute.
And he said that there probably was a conversation between Diddy and Jay to where, like,
who the fuck gives a shit about what fucking Umar Johnson has to say anymore? That hogwash he did with Art of Dialogue, implying that the 13-year-old, now 37-year-old autistic victim was Black, that a Black father wouldn't stand for that. Like, he literally set up there and put a whole race on a Jane Doe who none of the details or anything about who she was mentioned. And then in fooldom fashion, he tied it all the way to Trump. Trump. So here's the lineup. They're trying to take down all the Black billionaires. So when Trump gets in office, all the Black billionaires will know not to help their people. And that's why all of this is happening. Because Trump is going to make the Black billionaires not help their people.
So can I ask you this, Jack? Because hogwash.
These niggas ain't helping their people as it is.
So Jack, I got a very...
What's the man doing?
Yeah, I got a very important question.
Laundering money through charities, allegedly. I'm just curious, what he done?
Damn.
Shout out to Magic Johnson, a real Black billionaire who wasn't all freaked off, who actually made business, bank exchange, created dollars in real Black neighborhoods so real Black families could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, like, having, like, a lot of women.
Oh, yeah. Let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that, though? He faced that head up.
He did.
He didn't stop doing what he's done.
He an advocate. Now he did do that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable, G?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names, and would nobody be able to sue me?
Wait, please name them, because we need to know.
Wait a minute. Those are things that I'll be discussing on the Jaguar Wright show from here on out.
Shout out Jaguar Wright show. But yeah, no, we need those names, because god dang. We can't have them out here just spreading the devil juice.
The hate
that ninja. So Jack, let me ask you.
A lot of dangerous people out there.
Come on now. When New York first uplifted the statute where you could kind of have a civil suit against your whoever might have caused
your assailant.
What do you feel the agenda of that was? Because we already seen Bill Cosby go through it, R. Kelly go through it. What do you think their agenda was to give 2 years to say anybody could not go criminal, but you could have a civil suit?
To give the feds a chance to clean up as much of the mess as they can before Trump made it in.
You don't think it was to attack the black community because of our hip-hop?
They do it better than we do it to ourselves. Diddy and Jay-Z were never friends. First the Fat Boys, now this. Ain't nothing to believe it.
So hold on, Jack. When you were on the, were you on the set of
friends?
Wait. When you were on the set of Song Cry, the MTV situation, and you're around Jay-Z, you're in rehearsal.
Yeah.
Did he never hopped on the phone? He never had a conversation. Hey, yeah, that's Sean. That's the other Sean. We good.
I never paid attention to what people did with their cell phones. I minded my business.
Did you ever see Diddy around Jay-Z?
I mean, of course. At parties, at events. Everyone knows this. This ain't nothing new. Everyone knows this. The simple fact that nigga went and did exactly everything I said he was going to do. I said on Piers Morgan, I've been making that jump ever since, but don't nobody want to give me credit for that. All of these people he been robbing all of these years. And I know I'm responsible for him losing at least $125 million in the past 2 months. I say that with pride.
Yeah, so
Don't
Jack,
nobody want to give me credit for what I do.
Jaguar was right.
Yeah, they might say you're bringing down our black billionaires, Jack. You're bringing our black billionaires down.
How can I do that? I'm a liar, right? How could I do that? I'm crazy, right? How could I do that if I'm not right?
Come on.
See, I don't need to be right. I just need to admit that y'all was wrong. If I could get a dollar for every person that's called me a liar in the past 5 years, nigga, I wouldn't be financing.
You do seem like
satellite next week.
You do seem like a keeper of information.
Oh, I am what I am, and I do what I do, and it is what it is.
So Jack, can I ask you? Karine Steffens came forward and said she heard the allegations about Sean Carter, and she believes them because of her interactions with him.
Of course,
allegedly.
Yeah. Like, but how many more need to come forward? I'm curious.
Do you feel like people hide their past in the security of marriage? Like, hey, I got a new wife. My past is my past.
Yeah,
we should talk about that.
Martin. He went and found himself a little Tisha 2.0, and everybody forgot about that Paratown thing. Now, guess what? Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
Will Smith don't know Diddy either.
It's a whole virus, G. It's I don't know Diddy.
What do you think that's about?
I don't even like baby oil. I don't know Diddy. Fucking Diddy do our bops.
No, wait, Jag, you had a lot of criticism towards Will Smith. And y'all, hey, Philadelphia, Philly. Do you feel like for
he
Will
grew
Smith?
up in Overbrook?
Oh. Okay. Is that a different part or something? Or?
Must be too sad.
It ain't quite Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for him to distance himself during his speech, like saying, I don't know Diddy, I don't do baby oil. When you see that, knowing his own situation, what does Jaguar Wright take from that?
I am really not trying to get smacked in the face with a bottle like Jamie Foxx. That's how it rings to me.
Okay. Jag, someone had made a situation saying that this whole situation with Diddy and everybody would not have happened if Diddy didn't put Carisha, Young Miami, out on Front Street, going to her shows, letting her talk about their relationship openly on her podcast, giving her a show. All this would have been still going on if Carisha never got the okay to kind of do a lot of stuff that Diddy never did do. What do you take to that? That Carisha might have sparked anger.
Yeah, nah, she ain't that relevant. She's exactly what they say. We're gonna a DURG mute. She ain't that deep.
You don't
think this everything that she'll testify to, she's guilty of. Wherever this goes, she's gonna be on probation for quite some time. She ain't white. They ain't gonna let her go like they let that white boy go.
Do you feel is a woman scorned?
Come on now. Y'all know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Whatever that woman feels, she's got the right to feel. She earned it the hard way. And it's kind of disgusting that people are still trying to find a way to slut shame her. In order for any of this to have happened, she would have had to admit it, all of the things that she did wrong as well. She's already swallowed that. And her husband supported her behind it.
Yeah.
People keep forgetting that part of the story. They're a newlywed couple with young children. They're trying to build a family in a very ugly world, a world that the mother of that family is all but too understanding of. She knows all of those things. She knows what happened. And she's sitting there putting those angels to bed every night, praying to God that her and her husband, Mr. Fine, can always keep them from that happening to them. If nobody is even taking that into consideration, then really it's time for you to log off.
That's real.
Nobody's thinking about that. Nobody's thinking about the fact that a compromised national network like the National Broadcasting Company allowed a bullying job happen to a 37-year-old traumatized autistic woman with no comfort there, with no one there to shield her, to give her peace. Anyone who knows autistic people, they crumble in social settings and they'll do anything and say anything just to get you to stop pressuring. NBC should be sanctioned for that.
Right.
They should be sued, and they should pay her.
Yeah, what are your thoughts with NBC putting her out? Just even interviewing her behind.
I think they're just as grubby for what they done to R. Kelly and then give Jay-Z a fluffball interview. Where's Gail?
Where's Gail?
Why Gail ain't got no interview for the Carters? They're such good friends.
Hey.
Where's Gail? What, she's trying to keep the brain away from Oprah before she passed out on Ozempic again? I don't know. Where is this?
Yeah, she just had a birthday. And her
birthday.
Okay.
Tell her to take her ass to a dance party with Beyonce. Go the fuck on.
Now,
He almost mesmerized America into bringing that trap queen into the White House to run us in the ground.
trap queen.
That's all she is. She a trap queen. I'm gonna call it like it is.
Almost. Now, wait, hold on, Jack. Blue Ivy Mufasa's out right now, and Blue Ivy's there. Should we just like?
Is it not a lot of people watching it? You sure that wasn't just a screening party?
Oh,
Check this. I mean, usually something of that magnitude. It got beat by
Sonic.
By Sonic. And Moana too is whooping Iris. Right behind it.
Do you feel that's nepotism at its finest once again?
I feel like they always knew it was a mediocre film, but they thought that the prestige to the Carters was going to make it happen. They didn't know the Titanic was about to hit the berg.
Did you watch it, Jet?
For what?
For the singing lessons, Jack. For the singing lessons.
I think they should just watch my content.
So,
ain't nothing to learn there.
So, Jay, I got to ask you, there's a movement going on right now, hashtag Free Diddy. It's gaining steam. It's gaining a lot of steam right now.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess people are just kind of like, they're missing the parties. They're missing something. What are your thoughts when you see a Free Diddy hashtag going?
I'm going to tell you this. God bless him. God bless every last one of them.
Be blessed.
You know, it's just, it's unfortunate, that people are longing for all of that abuse and all of them pharmaceuticals and all of that unconsented this and D. You know what I think? I think we should find a big uninhabited island, and everybody that wants to free Diddy, we put them right there on that island, and then we take Diddy and we put them there and let them loose. And let them have Diddy. And we call it Diddy Land. And you like it, you going over there with you.
Wait, so
let him show you all the love he has to give.
But Jack, does a part of you not feel bad for Sean Carter or Sean Combs at all? Okay.
I never feel bad for people who don't feel bad for anyone other than themselves. These are extreme narcissists. I'm sorry. I what's to feel bad for? Everything that they've done, they're about to reap what they have sown. And how can I be mad at their harvest? It's what they planted. It's what grew. Let them feast on the bounty of their. Let them. They don't have food. Let them eat cake.
Hey.
Eat the cake, anime.
So, Jack, let me get your thoughts on, and let me get your take on, I think either Don Lemon or maybe Torre. He's been very... Oh, man. He just recently said, like,
I don't give a fuck about that fact.
All right.
I really don't.
Then let me ask you this.
Whatever he said...
Yeah, for those like him.
That's my response. You want to know what my response is? To anything and everything, all things, future, right now, all included, you're fat. To right, your ass is Torre. We need to free Diddy in your ass. Eat it, stop clout chasing me. It's starting to get pathetic. You're sitting over there on TikTok, dry begging for hands. Like you're weird, G. You look like a lost character from Back to the Future. And you're like the nigga Christopher Lloyd with no originality. That's how I feel about you two, right? I'm the drunk auntie. Well, hold on, let me sip my wine and say this one last time so we can make sure you get it. You're you a French fry, deep fried in Diddy lard. I don't get no what you gotta say. Now go die on TikTok. Keep dry begging people.
So
attention, you whore. It's disgusting. Get a fucking haircut.
God,
Get some new. Call Courtney Burgess. Ask them for them Gothams. Weird. I'm
So
sorry. What was it?
Yeah, can we have you address the rumors of backpedaling, taking things back that was said prior?
I mean, what you want me to say?
Yeah, I don't know.
AI some to make it sound like I said something that I didn't say. I told the actual story in the name of the that actually done what he done. I clarified it that though Mr. Carter has done things to me, he did not do that thing to me directly himself. That's not a backpedal. That's a clarification.
There you go.
Unfortunately, niggas are so thirsty for Jaguar Wright content and lies and conspiracy that this shit made it all the way to TMZ. Meanwhile, you got internet cyber stalkers plotting future swattings, calling sheriffs about warrants on me, and calling the Diddy hotline saying that they need to make me a client immediately. Giving my fiance's personal phone number that there's no way that stalker can. Let me share a little something with you. I put up a short today on my channel, the Jaguar Wright Effect.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all should see this. It's unbelievable. Okay, here we go. They want to send the police to your house. They want to SWAT you. I told you when you sat with Sean Atwood, this was going to happen. Now they're making plans for you, Lanisha. No one listens to me, even though I'm always right. And now, the contents of the trolls. Good luck.
The first question I have, Jag, is I'm curious. I love Baby Yoda, and I love, why don't you just put your face out there on those? I'm just curious before I even talk about that content.
Who needs to see my face? Y'all know what I look like.
Sound like Kanye West doing a deposition. I hear you. I hear you. So, with that being said, to get swatted, again, Jag, we
troll food now, Lamisha Fuller. And they're gonna feast because I know these stories. They're gonna make that girl's life a living hell for content. They're gonna terrorize her. They already have an address. And she ain't me. Good luck.
Any advice you would give her?
Go to God and tell the truth to the authorities. Because they're going to ride you down. You're their Christmas meal. They're going to feast on you.
But Jack, did Busby ever reach out to you? His law firm?
Yeah. After he was called by Doc Danny Robinson, and she gave him our phone number. And we made it very clear when we spoke, we weren't interested in retaining him, but we wished him all the best and Godspeed. And if there's any information that we have that can help him, he's more than welcome to it. But there was no plan to work with Tony Busby. And that's because I was waiting on another piece of information to be confirmed. And it was Ms. Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter just donated $100,000 to the Busby alma mater.
Oh.
Yeah.
Beyonce?
Yeah. Interesting. That Mrs. Knowles, because she's now dropped the Carter. And yeah, she's
Oh wait, she dropped it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's just listed in Forbes, and now she's donating to her husband's arch enemy's alma mater in Houston, Texas, where all of those families consort and know each other and country club together and go to Joel Osteen's services from time to time. Yeah.
Oh man.
Interesting. Do you know what I really think is going on?
Let's go.
I think we're witnessing the beginning of the War of the Roses. Do you remember that movie, War of the Roses, with Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner? And it was about this couple. They were together and they had this wonderful life, but then it was just time for them to part ways. The wife outgrew the husband. He wanted things to stay the same. She wanted things to change. They waged war on each other. The divorce was catastrophic, and it ended up claiming the both of their lives fighting over property. I think Jay-Z and Beyonce is about to give us War of the Roses 2.0. Matthew Knowles has been auspiciously quiet. Wonder why?
Yeah, Matthew he got his own problems to deal with.
Yes, but if anything goes down with the Carters, it goes down for the Knowles because they live off of what's generated from that marriage.
Definitely.
They're very quiet. Or maybe Tony Busby's just doing all the speaking for them to make sure that their daughter can break away, maintain some symbol of, oh my God, I didn't know he was a monster. I will survive. Books, tours, terrible remixes, new, footwear lines and all of this. And yeah.
So let me get your take. May. All this is going to come to a head in May when this case opens up.
No, it's not. That's just the kickoff.
Oh, damn. Okay.
If Beyonce is trying to burn the Jigga Man before it gets her brain completely, this is going to be delicious.
Do you feel Beyonce performing on Christmas Day is overshadowing Kendrick's?
Oh, no, I think it's a humiliation ritual. I think it's going to be the worst day of her life. I can't wait.
Christmas Day?
Yeah,
Netflix,
I'm going to be doing a live reaction on my Patreon to the
You subscribing just to watch your live reaction. I swear. I got to get your take on it because I think they're trying to make this almost as big as Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're going to see how that's working.
Okay. All right, Jack.
Joe Biden is asleep and Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. Hey, dance party with Beyonce. Hey, dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce. Yo, coldest diss track of the year.
Oh, man.
He wrote that beat too, because you know that's that partition beat. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Y'all didn't notice that?
I did not notice that.
It's a partition beat. He dissed her on her own song.
Oh man.
That's wild.
Trump cold with it. That's probably with Beyonce.
Okay.
That's probably with Beyonce. Hey.
All right, Jack. Here's what we're about to do. We want to go over some events just throughout the year that's happened, and we just got to get Jaguar Wright's take on a lot of things that's kind of taking place. We're gonna be all over the place with this. We're gonna kind of jump around, so we're not in chronology. We're not going January to December. We're moving around.
Okay.
But I have to get your first and foremost take on the Jamie Foxx special. What happened was, did you get a chance to watch it?
I fell asleep on it. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh wow. Okay.
We tried. We turned it on 3 times. We gave it.
Oh.
We
I heard that about Netflix movies. You know, you give it the first 10 minutes if it don't catch you.
The Diddy joke. And him, and then he was in the dark tunnel, and was it the devil or was it Diddy? Like I heard that part, and then he started crying, and then he kept on crying, and I just kind of said, "You don't have to cry alone. I'll be there by your side. I'll be strong."
So Jan, let me ask you.
Ooh, God bless him.
For a person like Jamie Foxx to go on there and be that vulnerable to the world, you don't give him like some type of credit. Say, hey, I give you to cry in front of
the same amount of credit I give for that performance in Ray. He's an amazing actor.
Oh, well.
Everyone knows that.
By design, you say.
He was on stage.
Oh.
He's an actor.
Okay. Okay.
How many, Jack? How many times did you laugh, Jack?
In the first 10 minutes. In the first 10 minutes.
10 minutes of it. I don't know. I remember when he started running down on Cat Williams and he was imitating Cat, and I'm like, you better with Wanda.
That was a pretty good impression, though, right?
I mean, it was a good impression, but he does impressions.
Yeah.
You know, he's an actor. See?
What do you say to black men being vulnerable though, like kind of going into our emotions? Don't we need more of that?
I think it would be great if y'all could be vulnerable about all of these children that are being trafficked that no one seems to be paying attention to because everyone's looking at the newest distraction in the Diddy and Rock Nation downfall.
Hey.
That part.
That part.
How about if they turned one of the biggest voices for this movement to come into full swing has now become one of the greatest distractions. They have tried to make Jaguar Wright a distraction.
Right.
Meanwhile, while everybody's talking about I'm backpedaling, I'm backtracking, I said this, I said that, I did this, I did that. Nobody's paying attention to the fact that the Carters are losing millions by the week and liquidating faster than Ozempic liquefies the bread in Oprah Winfrey's belly.
Yeah, no, the fact that a lawsuit was filed, and normally whenever a black man gets in a lawsuit, brands drop them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that French company that's responsible for 50% of Rockefeller's estimated revenue. They talking about suspending that and pulling out. You know, like Diddy never did. They want to just pull out. It's funny. Everyone else in the world seems to have a more accurate picture of the Carters than Americans do. Way the Daily Mail is just pulling up all those lovely pictures from a very, very young Destiny's Child. and a very adult Mr. Carter. Okay.
Jack, I wanted to ask you about Michael Jackson.
What about him?
Was he touching little kids?
What I will say is this: they spent a lot of money and a lot of time trying to convince people that he did. And yet every witness that they had recanted or was found to be a liar. You know, the simple fact that he was a child victim of SA in the industry, the things that happened to him in Motown, the way he was abused, the way he was taken advantage of by the late Quincy Jones, may he rot in hell. The way he was lined up by his own people when all he ever did was try to warn people how to protect yourself from the industry. The way he gave good counsel to Aaron Carter and let him know that he would be targeted by Sony, and look at what happened. And now we have Liam Payne. You know, it's interesting where people's minds go.
It does seem like a campaign to attack the melanated. But would you say how do you pick and choose what's true? Like when you hear Michael Jackson versus Diddy, Bill Cosby versus R. Kelly, Jay-Z versus whoever else.
R. Kelly had his own set of Diddy tapes. That's what got him. Bill Cosby admitted it in a deposition that he thought nobody was ever gonna see. Diddy was broadcasted on CNN violently attacking and abusing at what they've been trying to disprove was an FO. I'm just saying.
We hear you.
You can't argue with reality. Rainier Satterwhite, Wanda's son. She had it when she was 16. It takes 40 weeks to cook a baby. That means she was 15 when she got pregnant. Age of consent in Pennsylvania is 17. Was then, is now. And she was taken across state lines from Pennsylvania to an apartment in New York. Oops.
The details.
That's how Rainier Satterwhite made it into this world. Take the test, nigga. That's fine. We'll give you don't know Diddy. Take the test. You making Legina Go look halfway rational. You've been ducking this boy's DNA for all his life. Take the test, nigga. Do something.
Would you like to see him on the couch?
About lack of integrity and valor and integrity, and you've been dead beating it your whole life. Meanwhile, your daughter's looking more like somebody you used to be with than somebody you married to. Whole lot more.
Okay. So Jack, can I get your take on you had a live and we just have to address it. The other party's not here, but you said a lot about the Tiffany Haddish situation in which she jumped on your live and it was a little, it seemed playful, but it seemed serious. Can you at least address that for the audience as far as who may have seen you and Tiffany Haddish had a little back and forth?
Oh, I mean, I talked some Cash Money bullshit. She said what she had to say. Meech got on the phone with her, and we've been cool ever since.
There you go. Yeah,
no. I don't know where else to go with that. That's what it is.
No, definitely. I could see.
I misjudged her.
There you go.
Just like everyone did. And her story, it's explosive. And when you look at the connections of what's, the intersection between David Spates, who filmed and edited it and, helped write the script, and Aries Spears, and now the case has been settled, and me and Tiffany are going to talk about it. I had wanted her to come to the couch because this is where I always bring my hard-hitting truth. That's been our journey up until now.
Yeah.
But this conversation, I think it's just going to be her and I.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing it on this Jaguar Wright show. It's going to be our first episode. And after everything that's happened this year, especially after I found out about what happened to the D. Haven video, it's become very clear to me that my truth is very explosive. And though we've worked so hard, as you guys have built this platform, and I've done my best to support it with hard-hitting content, it's just gotten to the point where my truth has become a little bit too dangerous. And I need to be accountable, my brand, my channel, for the things that I say. You guys weren't sued, but you were struck unfairly. Your platform was targeted, and it was all because of me. And now that Odell and I are finding our feet and we have our rhythm as journalists together and content creators, it's time for us to be accountable for everything we put out. They say they can't sue us for this. Well, guess what? We have the Jaguar Wright show. Come at us directly.
Mm.
You don't gotta call Rupert Murdoch over here. You don't gotta confer with Leor Cohen over here. Come at us directly. And the only way that we can guarantee that is if my content lives on the Jaguar Wright show.
Are you ready for the weight of that?
I've been at the weight of that.
Right. I knew that was the answer. All right, let's do
the wake of everything that's happened to Wendy Williams. If my voice is going to be this loud, I wanted to stand for something. They tried to take Wendy out of the game. I pray that one day she can come back. But the Jaguar Wright show is going to carry her mantle until she can come back and do it herself. I'm not saying that this is going to be a lifelong project, but until someone with that much power can come and hold it down, I will be there for Wendy.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Starz, nigga. Move. Hey.